arena, but I imagine it's an interesting feeling to play your former team. Probably not something you would have expected at the beginning of the season. What's the feeling like for you?
Yeah, it's something I definitely didn't expect. It's just a full circle moment. Coach Grant is a great coach. I still love him to this day. So, it'll be a fun game. I kind of wish it was at UD Arena just so we can go there and it'll have been special. But, it's here, so we got a home game. So, that's much better for our team.
I read that article that Joe Rexrode wrote about how obviously last year between the injury and COVID and it just wasn't a fun season for you. Is that why you transferred, or did you just want to play in the SEC? What went into the decision?
Oh no, I just found a new home. I just want to play with Coach Stackhouse, and now I'm here.
Rodney, Jordan Wright has back-to-back games now with 10 made field goals. What have you seen from him that's been a little different lately as opposed to maybe kind of mid-SEC season?
Yeah, he's just been on constant attack. He's just been himself lately. He's a great player, great shooter. He has a big body, get to the rim. He's been playing more under control, I would say. And not hesitating. Early in the season, in the middle of the season, he'll hesitate on a couple of catch and shoot threes. Now he's just letting it fly, trusting his abilities, and I think that's paid off for him.
How much do you still keep in contact with some of the Dayton players, and how well do you know their current lineup?
Yeah, I know all of them except for I think 2 players, I would say. I know the whole coaching staff. I talked to one of the assistant coaches the other day. We had a friendly talk. The trainer, I still know the trainer. So it's a lot of familiar faces over there that I still know.
Did you host Malachi Smith on his visit?
The visits weren't allowed then because of
COVID.
Yeah.
Do you still keep in touch with Obi and Trey and Ryan Mikesell and Jalen?
Yeah, I just gave Obi Mom some tickets to the game at the SEC tournament, actually. So, I talked to him the other day. I still talk to Jalen, Ibby. I talked to all of them. Trey, Dwayne just called me today, so still keep in touch with all of
them. Tyron has been playing a little bit better recently, and even Shane has shown some flashes this season. What do you think are like kind of the next steps for those guys?
Yeah, Tyron just had to get to a position where he just trusts himself. He's an attacking person. He's great downhill, so I always tell him just keep attacking, just play to your strengths out on the court. You get the ball twice in possession, you might as well just go attack the rim. Something good gonna happen, so he's been trusting himself more. He's been, just listening more and just being more aggressive on the offensive end, which has really helped him a lot.
Did you watch the UD film already, or have you not looked at it yet?
Yeah, we watched a couple of them yesterday, and I also watched the game when they played Toledo. I watched the Toledo game, so.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you guys have to do to deal with Deron Holmes? When you guys are on offense, he's one of the best defensive centers in the country.
Yeah, honestly, I put Q and Liam up against any big in the country. So, they're both physical, they're both talented, they're both warriors down there. So, I think those 2 guys gonna hold it down.
Anything else for Rodney, gang? All right. Thanks, Rodney. Appreciate you, man.
All right, thank you.
All right, everyone. If you have a question for Coach Stackhouse, use the raise hand function. I'll get to you. Who wants to start us off? Robbie, go ahead.
Hey, Stack. I'm curious. How do you think Deron Holmes stacks up against the centers that you guys have played against this season?
He's athletic. He's probably one of the. We got some guys that run the rim run pretty good in our league, but he's athletic. He's long, not as burly as some of the guys that we see. So I think that's just being able to put a couple bodies on him. Hopefully we'll be able to wear him down a little bit. But he's definitely good.
Hi, David. Go ahead.
Hey, Stack, what's the status on Trey Thomas right now, if you mind telling me?
He's still out. He's improving from the injury, but still not to the point where he's able to get out and compete.
Justin?
Hey, coach, you've talked a lot about in the past that Rodney Chatman's a guy you could see even coaching or really like a coach on the floor. And obviously he's going up against his former team. How much have you leaned on him kind of scouting wise this week heading into this one?
Not a whole lot. Again, I paid guys a lot of money to do their scouts, so we don't have to kind of count on Rodney for that. But I'm pretty sure he'll throw some tidbits in on what he know they do. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's having those conversations internally with the guys anyway. But I think for us, it's just about being us. I don't think, I mean, they run their stuff hard. They play hard. I mean, I think it's just the identity of their coach, a guy that's been around a long time. A guy I have a lot of respect for. So we know that they're going to play hard. Hopefully we can. I feel like we have a little bit more of an experienced team, maybe that can, tilt the scales a little bit for us. But they're definitely disciplined, and they've grown a lot this year from early in the year to where they are right now, and they've been able to win games while doing so. So we definitely have to respect who they are, come out focused, hopefully get off to a better start than we did in the first round game, and just be focused, our attention to details on both ends.
Robbie?
How did you feel they did in that Toledo game in terms of like adjusting to pressure defense and such without their point guard?
I thought they did a great job. I mean, the kid has played really well for them, this year, and to lose your starting point guard right at the beginning of a tournament and then come out and be able to have the success that they did, I think that gave them a lot of confidence. And so we just got to, come out and play. But they're, it's a little different than us in Toledo. But I just think that's just from a size standpoint. I think we match up better just from sheer size, and it's just one of those off nights for Toledo. In my eyes, I thought they got a lot of great looks that just didn't go down. I mean, the leading scorer, who's averaging 16 plus points, had really good looks. That just couldn't find it that night, and that happens. But you have to, on the flip side of that, you have to give that team credit for what they were doing to them defensively to maybe make them miss. So, we got to be ready to set screens, be physical on both ends, offensively and defensively, and rebound the basketball. Some of the same themes that we talked about all year. Finishing off our defense with defensive rebounds, and crashing the boards ourselves to give ourselves second chance opportunities in case we're not shooting it well on our first try.
David?
Scotty's been struggling a little bit, Coach, with this game offensively. Is he tired, or is there anything you can attribute that to?
Well, I think it all depends on how you look at struggle. And he hadn't shot the basketball well, but I think he's still, been leading the team well. He's gotten guys involved. He had, 4 assists in the first half. He finished with 6 assists. Probably guys make a couple more shots. He's somewhere around 8 to 10 assists. And I think that you got to be able to accept that sometimes from your point guard, especially when other guys are going well. We didn't need him to go as well as he normally goes when Jordan's right playing the way he's playing. Right now, Liam was going well. We want to ride the hot hand. I mean, I think, because, when those guys were out, when Rodney was out, when Liam was out, and Scotty had to shoulder more of the offensive load, I think it just kind of put in everybody's mind that we had to have Scotty to play at a high level offensively, scoring the basketball for us to have a chance. And I don't think that's the case as much anymore. Because we have other guys that we can, utilize. And again, like I said, Jordan's playing unbelievable right now. Miles didn't shoot the ball well. He's a guy that can really get it going from 3, throwing it down to Liam. I still think he has a game in him to where he's going to make multiple threes. I mean, he kind of hits that first one, and hadn't shot it well, but he's capable of seeing multiple threes go in. So I think that, again, that all those things just kind of go into us not having to have Scotty have his best game, and it bodes well for us when he gets back on track offensively, and he's staying working, getting the shots up, trying to find his rhythm there. But I have I have him in the utmost confidence that, even when his shot's not going well, he's still going to do things to help us win games. And that's on the defensive end. And that's just attracting so much attention just with his, just his sheer presence out on the court.
Coach, appreciate your time.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.